Go.
We're going? We're rolling? All right, well, here we are, again in fall, or is this winter now? I don't know, but it's raining out, which is kind of cool. We're at the Sunflower Cafe. James Hahn, and this is Emiko. Emiko, how are you? Good?
Yes.
Excellent,
yes,
excellent.
Yes.
So Emiko is a wine critic for California wines for the Japanese market. It's fantastic. She writes a couple of books, and she does some seminars in Japan.
Yes.
And also, you're a dear friend of ours. So we're going to taste some wine here today for Sunflower, and this is a Caffe Corison Estate Cabernet Sauvignon Napa Valley. So 2002, I might add, which is it's an older vintage.
It's in California. Older vintage. Very good vintage.
Yeah. What do you think about 2002? Amigo?
If you like really full body, well ripe wine,
Yeah.
so you love it.
So what in 2002 made that happen?
Warmer vintage,
Okay.
and we ripe very well.
Right. So when it's warmer, of course, then the fruit's going to get more ripe.
Yes.
So a little more flavor, higher alcohol too.
Yes, possible. That's possible. But I tell you, ours is not.
Yeah. What do you like about Caffe Corison's wine? I know you're familiar with them.
Yes, I am very good friend with her. We travel together.
Okay, so this is a disclaimer. Okay, she just said she's very good friends with Caffe Corison. So
Can I say that too?
yeah, that's okay. You can say you're good
Or
friends.
should
with
I watch you or you watch you?
either one. We're
I'm
shooting from the
talking
hip
to
here.
you because somebody's got edited this one, right?
No, not really. We're just going to kind of play it all. Anyway, so she is friends with Caffe Corison, but Emiko has no problem. She doesn't pull any punches. She's definitely going to keep it real, and if she likes it, she's going to say she likes it. And if she doesn't, well, you know what's going to happen then. But we don't have any bad wines. This is on our list. We picked this wine about a year ago. We've had it on our list ever since. It's just a fantastic wine. And let's pour a little bit here and see what we all think of it. Beautiful color.
It's a nice color.
Yeah.
From Napa Valley, of course.
From
The
Napa
color
Valley.
has no problem. Very good color.
Yeah. So really, do you think Napa Valley has typically better color profiles than other places?
For Cabernet, yes, because climate. Because color is from pigment of skin, right? Then it's really well physically ripe here. You get much more mature grapes, then you get dark color.
Excellent, excellent. So we'll swirl it around, open it up, and what actually happens when you swirl wine? Is it just for the snobby aspect of it, or is there some benefit to it?
It's benefit.
Yeah, what does it do?
Like you get smell, aroma, and then aroma connect with the palate.
Okay, so right. They always say a lot of that starts with just what you smell.
Right, exactly. Sometimes surprise you though, even though smell go there, then wow, I'm going to taste that flavor. Sometimes disappear, but I have feeling this one will not disappoint us.
You're good.
Very great aroma.
So by swirling the wine, we're aerating it. I think is another way of calling that. We're allowing air to mix with the wine. It opens it up a little bit more. The molecules, get in there, and it just disperses more. So it's going to be a lot more exciting. And that's also why they have a big bowl. It allows you to swirl it around, get more air in there, and then trap some of that. And they also call this a super nose, right? You cover it up like that, and you get a really kind of a condensed aroma from that. So that's really fun too. Oh wow, this is so fantastic. Just like I remember when we first tasted it. Haley, our camera person, try that, Haley.
Cheers.
What do you think? No, she's going to give us the geek version of it. She's going to get all technical on us and say all kinds of funny things. But we want that. We want to know a little bit of both, right? We want to kind of educate ourselves and maybe improve our ability to talk about wine.
As a consumer point of view, I like this wine and aroma of cassis and dark berry, blackberry, not red berry, blackberry.
So cassis.
Cassis, aroma cassis.
Very common in
good
fruit referenced for a cat.
Yes, good Cabernet has cassis. That I like about. And the dark fruit. And even from smell, I can tell all the depth of flavor.
You can tell from
because
just from the aroma.
Yes, because many layers of different elements of aroma coming. So it's
Okay.
not simple fruity.
So we just opened this,
Yeah.
and so it'll taste a certain way right out of the bottle. It'll taste a little different, if I recall, maybe a half hour or an hour later after it's decanted for a while,
Yes,
right?
totally different.
So that's another reason you ever see those people in a beautiful restaurant. They'll ask for their wine to be decanted, and it'll be poured in this big, beautiful glass decanter, and it'll set on the table for a little bit. Maybe start with a white wine or an aperitif, martini or what have you. And then what's occurring then is so the wine has more time to open up.
Yes. So that's two things. One, young wine, you too young, then you open it, get air, just quickly aging quality, right? Means more matured wine. And the other things I can tell sometimes, good wine have power to age. So you decant it, taste, flavor really comes, more matured flavor coming.
So some wines are made with the ability to age,
yes.
and some don't have that ability. They're intended to be drunk young.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's really, I find that fascinating. I mean, think about what a winemaker has to go through. They have to make a wine, and obviously Cabernet is kind of prone to be able to lay down and store for a long time.
Yes, right.
But you can also, there's some cabs that just won't hold up to that, right?
True.
And so a winemaker really has to say, okay, this is going to be fantastic with a little blend of this and a little blend of that. It'll lay down really well and taste. You almost have to, they have to determine what it'll taste like in 5 years, right?
Probably, yeah. Just like your children. When young, you don't know, even though you know this kid is going to be great. But because kid has all elements, it's going to be great adult.
Okay, right.
Sometimes doesn't. Sometimes surprise you.
So is this a wonderful, this grew up into a wonderful teenager here? Is that what we're drinking here?
Sure. Right now this one is 20 maybe?
20? Okay.
Long way to go.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm saying like your point, winemaker, yes, one vintage, that's a vintage and also great vineyard, they know from beginning. This one is going to be very good when tasty when it's young and can be aged for a long time. Some wine you don't know.
It's incredible. I mean, they put it in the bottle, and they're not going to, on average, drink it for about 3 years.
At least.
And it's going to have a transformation from when they first are putting it in the bottle for that 3-year period, depending on how it's treated. You know, if it's left in oak, for how long, and then put in a bottle and all that.
Yeah. That's why
absolutely incredible.
Winemaking is fascinating.
Yeah.
Being winemaker is really, I think, one kind of romance in it because you can see that product from beginning, how mature, if you live enough, long enough, right?
Yes.
Also, but so many decisions they make,
Right.
each step, then all come together. Sometimes works well, sometimes doesn't. So sometimes you have to be Zen spirit.
Right. Just kind of go with it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Fascinating, yeah.
Well, I'd say in wrapping it up here, this is a great Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon from one of the great winemakers, Caffe Corison. I had the privilege of visiting the winery not too long ago. I went up to Napa with my wife. It's a cute, very, very humble space. The tasting room is right there in the warehouse.
In the cellar, yeah.
But you know what? I think there's something to be said for folks that put a lot of money into the facility versus they really focus on the quality of the product. And this is a perfect example of that. She just makes a beautiful wine. What do you think this would go good with?
Beef stew.
Beef stew.
And of course, cheese and bread. And some depend on how you cook even chicken because her wine is delicate, elegant.
Right,
but
right.
also power, very, very elegant, and power comes together.
Powerful flavor, but not really
Not overwhelming.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and so her wine worthwhile to aging, but also you can enjoy young.
Well, I think you just described a really universal wine. Really. I mean, it's strong, it's powerful, but yet delicate enough to be able to have a chicken hold up over time.
Yes, and I'm a good friend with the Caffe. She all the time thinking about food goes with wine. She's a female winemaker, woman winemaker, and she thinks all the time of food.
Right.
So I think holiday perfect.
Perfect for the holidays. I like how you said the stew. That's the key. We'll put up a stew recipe to go perfect with this wine. We'll have Chef Curtis come up with something.
All right.
So again, I want to thank Emiko for being here.
Cheers.
And cheers. Cheers to all you.